So based on the experiment we had at your site here, we tested this material called the Protect Net. What are your thoughts or comments or suggestions, feedback based on the research here? What do you say about Protect Net?
So I was happy. As you can see, this site is really open. The west wind can roll right through here. I didn't have my row cover ripped off. I was able to easily monitor what was going on under there because you can easily see through the row cover and watch for flowering. One thing I noticed is it was important to be vigilant and watching for female flowers to start emerging.
In terms of the Protect Net, what's your perspective or feedback with respect to installation, handling of the Protect Net out in the field based on the trial which we had here?
So some things I really liked about installation is the method that we used to secure the row cover once it was placed over the hoops. I know former iterations of this project have used rock bags, and now they're sand bags. They're much easier to handle, and it beats having to bury all of the edges, and I found that the sandbags definitely secured the row cover. The conduit hoops on our site, we had one person on each side, and unfortunately we had a hard pan in our soil, so it was difficult to install those hoops. The day after the installation, we had a 3-inch rainfall event, and I was able to go back and re-secure those hoops into the ground. So that went well. But I mean, it does take time.
Sure.
Now, for opening those hoops for pollination, I was able to do that with one person. But when it comes time to, close them up and make sure you have the Protect Net tight, I would recommend having 2 people present for that.
Yeah. Any difference in plant vigor between open versus Protect Net treatment?
I would say, and this was purely observational, that I did have some plants that were going down as a result of bacterial wilt, and I noticed that first on the plants that didn't have Protect Net over them. So, and pretty early in the season, I want to say the first or second week after we installed the project and put Protect Net on the plants, I did start to see very small numbers, 1 insect for every 3 to 4 plants of striped or spotted cucumber beetle. So my hunch, and again, this is just anecdotal, is that we did delay bacterial wilt on the plants that were under the Protect Net.
Sure. And I noticed that there were absolutely no weeds between the rows. And one of the things which we used here was the weed fabric. What's your take on it? I mean, beneficial, easy to install, difficult to pull out or take? I mean, just advantage or some challenges with the weed fabric?
The weed fabric, it takes time to install. You have to get it nice and taut and get those pins in, but we didn't have any of it blow loose out of the field, and it was very easy for a weed management standpoint. So I was very grateful for that, and that way you aren't trying to remove row cover and weed underneath and then put row cover back on. So from a weed management standpoint, I was very happy. And as far as field removal, we just did that today, and it went really quickly. And like much of Iowa, we're in a dry spell, so we were able to just shake the dust off, and I know I'll be able to reuse that landscape fabric again.
Perfect. So overall, I would like to thank you to have us host us here for this on-farm trial. Thank you very much for serving as the on-farm collaborator. We wish you the best.
Thank you.